The air does not love you, but gives life. That is how you should become, simply nourishing everything around you. If it becomes your nature, that you naturally nourish everything that you touch, then you do not have to worry what is the consequence to your life, what you get and you do not get. You do not have to be concerned about your karma or karmic bondages if you genuinely nourish everything that you touch. May this be your way. May your way of life become grace. In this grace, you will find a graceful existence. Make yourself in such a way that you're always looking at how to make someone else's life beautiful. Well, what is the point of making someone else's life beautiful? This is just like maintaining and protecting ecology. If there are beautiful, joyful and wonderful human beings around you, that is the best ecology you can have in human society. So, they're not going to just happen, you got to make them happen whether it's your family or your friends or your community or the larger world, unless you strive to create that, that's not going to happen, because the same people who are wonderful with one set of people, they may be very nasty with someone else and that someone else may be you. So you have to strive to ensure that all the people that you come in touch with become really beautiful, wonderful and joyful human beings. In this, you will get to live among wonderful people, and in this, your life becomes easy and effortless, whether you're running a family or a business or whatever else you wish to do in this world. If you have people who are wonderful, joyful and loving, your work, whatever your work is, becomes very smooth, easy and wonderful, so that you don't have to spend your life battling with people all the time. Things will naturally get facilitated. Make this happen for yourself. Whatever kind of circle you have, small or big, ensure that everybody around you becomes a beautiful, wonderful, loving and joyful human being. If you're a little playful with life, every moment is a celebration. We must understand, celebration does not mean it is about eating or drinking or dancing or something. Essentially, when you become non-serious, that means playful, your life is a celebration. For this, you don't need a situation or an occasion. This is the way life should be. This is the way the beginning of your life was. You were playful for no reason. Then you slowly started thinking you were carrying the planet on your head, and now you become dead serious, like you are the one who is spinning this planet. I'm just informing you, please, this is for your kind information. You are not carrying the planet, nor are you spinning the planet, nor are you doing anything. Life is happening in its full exuberance. You are supposed to be here and just ride this phenomena of life. Instead of that, you thinking you're making it happening. Just try this today. You try to make your heart beat, let me see if you can do this. So do not go about as if you're carrying the very weight of the planet on your head. There are responsibilities in our lives. Even if we want to fulfill these responsibilities successfully, it's very important you are playful, because playfulness creates pleasantness within you, which allows your body, your brains and everything else to function at its best. And that's the only way you can address life to the best possible way that we can. These are challenging times, very important we handle this playfully. Living totally means
exploring life in its full depth and dimension. Without bringing profoundness of inner experience, there is no way to live totally. Living totally does not mean a certain kind of activity in the world. Living totally essentially means you have become so receptive to life that every moment of your life is a profound experience. Without profoundness of experience, how can one live totally? This is not a faraway possibility. This is possible in everybody's lives, every moment of their life. It is just that your attention has to shift from the fringe of life towards the core of life.
Love is a quality. It's not something that you do, it is something that you can become. The problem with most human beings is they're always aiming at a consequence. That is, they've become too goal-oriented. They want the sweetness of the mango, but they're not concerned about the tree, the root, the soil that nourishes the tree. No, they want the fruit. No, not the fruit, but the root. If you keep yourself in a certain way, love is the only way you can be. Love is just your ability to manage the sweetness of your emotion, irrespective of who, what, where you are. So love is a quality that you must live with. It's not something that you do. Become love.
If you compulsively react, external situations determine how you are right now. If you consciously respond, your well-being is very much in your hands. What is significant about being human is that we need not be animals of compulsive reaction. We can be a conscious response to everything in our lives. Not only external situations, even physiological and psychological situations. The moment you become a conscious response to all this, you become the master of your own destiny.
Fear, anger and hatred essentially comes from a lack of perspective as to what life is all about. When I say what life is all about, most of us have forgotten that we were born, we did not exist before that, and we will die in a few years. These few years of our existence, that is, we are alive, is very brief if we look at life in its full depth and dimension. But if we get entangled with our day-to-day concerns, then we will see these few years that we exist is too long and too troublesome. Every human being needs to look at this. Just a few years ago we did not exist, and a few years later we will not exist. Right now, we are here, alive, in existence, and this is the most important dimension of our life, our existence. We must pay attention to the nature of our existence. Once we experientially know the nature of our existence, then existing here is a blissful, profound and a fantastic experience. Naturally, life is a movement from bondages of physiology and psychology to the liberation of the spirit. This is a culture where temples were built to raise human consciousness. These are structures dedicated to unravel the process of ultimate liberation. Temples are not places of prayer. Nobody leads a prayer here. You are required to go there and imbibe a specific type of energy to address a particular aspect of your life. Different temples are created in different ways, exuding a different type of energy. Those which are well consecrated have very distinct and specific qualities. It's for you to sit there and soak this energy in. As you already know that if you go to your Indian temple, nobody told you traditionally that you must worship or you must petition God for what you think you need. You must just have darshan, that's all. Darshan means to behold. That image which has been created as an energy form, you have to take that image into yourself. That image should imprint itself within you and function from within you, that you yourself become like a living and walking temple. That is the intention of these temples. Temples are not places of prayer, not places of appeal, not a place for you to communicate with another world. This is about taking an imprint of a higher form into the form that you are so that you can function at a higher level in different aspects of life. Taking yourself or transporting yourself into a different dimension of life from within, as all that human beings experience happens within oneself.
When joy fills your heart, even with your bony, clunky limbs become graceful. When joy fills your heart, even your bony, clunky limbs become graceful. All creatures, when at their best, burst forth into dance. All creatures, when at their best, burst forth into dance. Not just a graceful king cobra or a delightful peacock, even the gangly cricket and ungainly hippopotamus do their own gig. Not just the graceful king cobra or a delightful peacock, even gangly cricket and ungainly hippopotamus do their own gig. In this land, even gods, sages and seers dropped falsehood of serious dignity and danced to their heart's content. In this land, even gods, sages and seers dropped falsehood of serious dignity and danced to their heart's content. Make life a dance of grace.
For those who are on the spiritual path, being alone, keeping a distance from people and becoming silent are not issues, these are opportunities. Spiritual path essentially means turning inward, beyond body, mind and the world around us, which are only accessories to enhance the life that we are. This body, mind and world, I call this BMW. You have to get off your BMW.
Whatever you have, your skills, your love, your joy, your ability to do things, your capabilities, please show it now. Don't save it for another lifetime. This is a huge problem. Some people or saving their best for heaven, some people for another life. No, the best that you have is needed here. This world needs it and you need it. That all that you can do, the best possible things that you can do and you can be, the best possible way you can be, this must happen now. You must enjoy the beauty of your being. You must enjoy the fulfillment of doing something wonderfully well. And that is how the world will also benefit. Please use it up now. Don't save it for another time.